In this video, I teach you how to make a wrap skirt, also known as a Tshikiza in the Xhosa version. I started making my own clothes when I was a Makoti and I had all the time in the world. And the reason why I started making my own clothes is because at the time I was unemployed and my husband was the only one working. And I thought, umakhulu wami wayekade ethunga, so I think I could try this thing and maybe I could wing it. And there are YouTube videos where you try and see how things are done. So I tried making my own things. So today I'm going to show you how we do a Tshikiza. To start with, I bought 15 panels of that fabric and I had cut it into 6 centimeters for the band, which is around the waist, and that is the lining, because also you need to use a lining at the bottom. I just wing I think it's 3 inches. It's not really, it's up to you how much you want the lining to be. So when you get the fabric, you need to cut it into the panels. It's just not cut, so you cut it by yourself into the panel. And then I use that solid color. I'm going to use it for the waist band, I could call it, or the waist wrap. I don't know the word for it. And the two pieces that I have are for the pockets. The waist, I measured my waist. My waist is 34. Guys, I'm at 34. It's by 34. So I tripled my waist because it's going to be a wrap dress. So I needed to wrap and then be able to tie it to the front. So the trick here, when you're using this kind of fabric, you need to align the patterns together. As you can see, there's a round pattern on the fabric. So I need to make sure that it's aligned. Where it ends, another one starts, because when you look at it in a finished product, it needs to be seamless. It needs to look like it's one thing. And so that's what I was doing. And when I sew the pieces together, I make sure that they are facing front together. So if the fronts are facing each other, so if I'm sewing and I want the seam to be on the inside, I make sure that the fronts are facing each other. So that's what I did there. And it's been a while since I used my machine, so I was struggling a bit. Sometimes you forget things, because I am still a learner in the sewing business. I'm a learner. I sew things for myself. When I see something I like, I try to make it for myself. But it's been a while, because ever since I started sewing, I then got a job, and between content creation, being a mom and being a wife, so I don't really have the time. And also I don't have a spare room where my machine is probably set up. It's in a box currently, so when I want to use it, I need to take it out, set it up, wipe it, do all the things, so it's not really like a get up and go type of situation. So it does take a bit of intentionality. I use this machine, which is the brother machine. I don't have the the overlocker, but I'm going to show you quickly how you can overlock your fabrics once you have. And then when you sew it, another thing, you need to lock your stitch so that it doesn't unravel. I locked it. When you lock it, you just go front and back so that it's locked. I made a mistake here on the first one. You can see the pattern is aligned nicely at the bottom, but on the top it's not aligned. I made a mistake and I wanted to take it out, but I thought it's going to be covered, so I used that part for the part that would be covered. So I was like, yeah, the perfectionist in me wanted to unravel everything and just start from scratch, but I was like, no, I want to finish this today. So this is the whole thing. Now that it's done, I've done putting the pieces together. I just want to see how it's gonna be. Remember guys, it's 15 panels, but this 15 panels won't look like 15 panels when I've gathered the material to give that that gathered look. I made a mistake here while sewing. I sewed on a front part to the back, which is the part that is supposed to be going to my waistline and my hips. And I was like, oh my God, I couldn't. I was like, but yeah, I had to endure the process. So I used one of those to like rip off the thread. You need something like that when you are sewing. You need scissors handy. You need also that, and obviously you need a machine. You can buy a machine. I got my machine, I think it was 2020, if not 2019. I think 2019. It was 1,000 rand. I think my husband purchased it at Takealot for me a long time ago. I don't use it often, but I do use it. It's fairly fine. But yeah, you could get something a bit more expensive. So I'm showing you how the fabric looks now. And then I'm going to show you which stitch I'm going to choose for locking, making sure that the fabric does not unravel if you do not have an overlocker. So I use that stitch. It's a 5 stitch, but you can see, I don't know what you call it. It's sort of a zigzag stitch, but it's going to make sure that your fabric does not unravel because you haven't put an overlocker. I don't have an overlocker. I used to have one, but it was so complicated to thread it. It took a long time to thread it. I'll show you one day. It took a long time to thread it. So I just prefer to use the zigzag method. But if you have seen an overlocker that is not complicated in terms of threading, please plug me in the comments section. So this is the look. You see, this is the zigzag. The zigzag will make sure that the fabric does not unravel. Even if it does unravel, the zigzag will block it. And also you must remember to lock your zigzag. So now, I'm sorry, I forgot to show you the stitch that I chose when I want to gather. I choose a loose stitch, and then I use the bottom thread to just pull the fabric so that it gathers, so it makes that frumped up look, I guess you could call it. So this is the lining at the bottom. So I first sewed the lining on the bottom part of the skirt so that there isn't a line that's showing at the bottom. The line would be about 3 centimeters. Yeah, so I added pockets, and I added the waistband, which I am wrapping from the back to the front because I want to sort of make a bow tie at the front. I'm sorry, I forgot to film while connecting the upper part to the gathered part, and then connecting the waistband to the actual skirt. I forgot. If you need me to do a video of the connecting, let me know in the comments section. But this is how the skirt turned out. I have made some mistakes which I am seeing, but we learn as we go. The more we practice, the more we learn. Let me know what you would like me to show you how to do in the comment section. As always, I love you lots. Bye for now.